So I am Surjit Ghosh. Today I will teach you ratio and proportion. So let's move forward to introduction part. So in mathematics we know ratio and proportion are very important subjects. So to for clear understand we will do some examples and numericals in the next slides. So just remember it the introduction part for now. So here is written like in mathematics, ratio and proportions are fundamental concepts that help us understand and compare different quantities. Let's break them down in a way that's easy to understand. Okay. So actually, like ratio and proportion is used for compare different quantities. Okay. So what is ratio? Suppose there is in a basket there is 4 apples and 2 oranges. Okay. So what is the ratio to apples to orange? It is 4 is to 2. Means there if there is 4 apples, there is 2 orange. Okay. So how we can return it? So we can return as a fraction, we can return it as a colon, or we can return it as a word like 4 to 2. Okay. So what is proportion? Proportion is the basic thing. Like we know till now like 4 apples and 2 orange means it is ratio is 4 to 2. Okay, so proportion is 4 apples and 2 oranges are the same as 8 apples and 4 oranges. Okay, so we can say that 4 is to 2 is in proportion with 8 is to 4. So it is a basic thing. Okay, so there is an important thing. Why are ratio and proportions are important? Okay, actually, in the daily life, ratio and proportion use like a heavy use is there. The ratio and proportion are everywhere. Okay, like cooking, shopping, and also sports. There are ratio and proportions. Many things is there. So we have to learn the things not only for study, not it has a future application also. Is a field. So let's understand the ratio proportion with examples. I already told it in the previous slide. So we will learn the ratio and proportion but through examples. Okay. So first we understand the ratio in the first example. Let a problem we can assume like Sarah has 5 red marbles and 3 blue marbles. Okay. So what is the ratio of red marbles to blue marbles? It is like basic. If you see the introduction part very clearly, then you can easily answer it. Okay, like then we like I teach you like a step by step ways. Okay, so to find the ratio of red marbles to blue marbles, we compare the number of red marbles to the number of blue marbles. So how many number of red marbles is there? It is 5. Okay, and how many number of blue marbles are there? It is 3. So what should be the ratio? It is very basic. It will be 5 is to 3. Okay, a very basic problem. So now you can understand the ratio through a actual problem. I also don't want to go through introduction, but it is for basic information, so it's okay. We can go through the example. It's also fine. Okay. So you can understand the ratio now, I think, very properly. Now we will go forward, move on to the next slide. It is example of solving proportion. I think if you understand this problem, I think your ratio and proportion basic will be cleared. Okay. So like in a classroom, the ratio of boys to girl is 2 is to 3. Okay. So if there are 10 boys, how many girls are there? So we have to find the number of girls. Okay. Actually, it is if you can see, okay, it is easily solved by seeing the question only. So how we can solve it by step. We will solve it. Okay. So we learned in the previous slides like what is proportion. Okay, so we use it the theoretical things. Okay, so like here the given is ratio of boys to girl is 2 is to 3 and number of boys is 10. Okay, so we can assume the number of girl is x. So like a proportion we can calculate a 2 is to 3 proportional to 10 is to x. So we already know that 2 is to 3 we can write is 2 by 3 equals to 10 by x. We can see here 4 by with a fraction we can written it. Okay, so 2 by 3 equals to 10 by x. So we move forward to the x to the this side and 2 by 3 to the this side. What will be x equals to 10 into it is we change interchange denominator and numerator, it is 3 by 2. 2 and 10 is cancel out and it is given to the 5. Okay, sorry. Yes, it is 5. Okay, 5 and x equal to 5 into 3 equals to 15. So how many number of girls are there? It is 15. Okay, very basic problem is there. Now I think you can understand the proportion also. Like in the question you can see there is the girls and boy ratio is 2 is to 3. Okay, so how many number of boys is given is 10. So it is a proportion. How what we say 2 is to 3 equals to 10 is to x. Okay, so now you can go for the previous, like you can go in a different way. 15 girls are there. Okay, so you can say 2 is to 3 proportional to 10 is to 15. You can say that 10 is to 15 also 2 is to 3. So now you can understand the proportion, I guess. So next I will move forward to the next example, that is comparing quantities. Okay, and this is the last slide of our lesson. So like the problem is a toy store sells 6 biscuit for 30 rupees. So how much would 10 biscuit cost at the same rate? The main important thing is here is mentioned at the same rate. This is the main important point. Okay, so we know that 6 biscuits cost 30 rupees. So how to solve it? So we can do it by a different way. Like 6 biscuit cost 30 rupees. So how 1 biscuit cost 30 by 6 rupees. It is 5 rupees. Okay. So how much would 10 biscuits cost? 10 into 5, that is 50 rupees. This is a, like very easy way, but we can solve it a proper way, step by step process. We know that 6 biscuit cost 30 rupees. So we need to find out how much 10 biscuits would cost. We can set up a proportion. Okay, we use the proportion here also. Okay, let assume 10 biscuits cost x rupees. It is a different approach. In the previous I said it is also a approach. It can be and now what I have said, it is also a approach. Okay, you can consider these also. Okay, so 10 biscuit costs x rupees, I assume it. Okay, so basic proportion rule, cost of 6 biscuits divided by number of biscuits equals to cost of 10 biscuits divided by number of biscuits. It is actually like that. Cost of 6 biscuits is to number of biscuits proportional to cost of 10 biscuits divided by number of biscuits. Okay, so you can say the like cost of 6 biscuits is a rupees unit, and the cost of 10 biscuit also a rupees unit, and is rupees unit cancel out, so we can like the units are same, so we can equals it. Okay, so 30, so like cost of 6 biscuits is 30 rupees and total 6 biscuits are there, so 30 by 6 and cost of 10 biscuit we assume x and number of biscuit is 10. Now 6 by divided by 30 by divided by 6 is 5. So x is to equals to 5 into 10, it is 50. So cost of 10 biscuit it will be 50 rupees. It is another way. So this is my understanding. I will share it to you. So thank you.